Survivors spoke of the moment Omar Mateen opened fire. Angel Santiago described the terror of being trapped in the bathroom's disabled toilet cubicle with 20 other people, hearing gunfire and smelling something like firecrackers. Mateen approached, his gunfire getting closer. He fired shots through the cubicle wall. Bullets hit Angel in the foot and his left knee. People were dying around him.
I was bleeding. My friend Jeff was bleeding a lot. I was on the ground in a pool of blood. I wasn't sure whose it was, but I felt like it was my friend's Jeff. After seeing what occurred, I don't even know how I'm alive today.
Patience Carter had arrived from Philadelphia the night before. It was her first ever trip to Florida. She Googled popular clubs and the Pulse Nightclub came up. She too sought refuge in the disabled toilet cubicle. Mateen shot her in both legs.
And it was shock. We just went from having the time of our lives to the worst night of our lives, all within a matter of minutes.
Another survivor, also named Angel, was shot multiple times at point-blank range.
And unfortunately, I was shot about 3 times in my leg. Everyone started running everywhere. I got trampled over. I shattered and broke my bones on my left leg. I couldn't walk at all. All I could do was just lay down there while everyone was just running on top of me, trying to get to where they had to be.
As he lay on the dance floor, he could hear Mateen moving towards the bathroom.
And I can just hear more shotguns going on. I hear him come back, and he's shooting everyone that's already dead on the floor, making sure they're dead. I was able to peek over, and I can just see him shooting at everyone. And I can hear the shotguns closer, and I look over, and he shoots the girl next to me. And I'm just there laying down. I'm thinking, I'm next, I'm dead. By the glory of God, he shoots towards my head, but it hits my hand. And then he shoots me again, and it hits the side of my hip. I had no reaction. I was just prepared to just stay there, laying down, so he won't know that I'm alive.
50 people, including the gunman himself, died at the nightclub on Saturday night, and 53 survivors, many critically ill, were taken to the Orlando Regional Medical Center. Medical specialists told a media conference the night was overwhelming as paramedics worked like taxi drivers.
We quickly got about 5 patients, and that was a lot for us, and we thought maybe that was going to be it, and then they started lining up in the hallway. They weren't being brought in by ambulances. There was no paramedics coming in and giving us report and dropping them off. They were being dropped off in truckloads and in ambulance loads, where our amazing nurses and techs were putting them on stretchers and rolling them into us and telling us that another patient's here, another patient's here, another patient's here. Trauma surgeon Dr. William Havron described the evening.
This was somewhat of a surreal experience. We were just given patient after patient after patient. The OR would fill with a patient. We would proceed with operative intervention, whatever was needed, and then would literally walk from that operating room to another operating room and do it again and again.
Doctors warn the death toll will almost certainly rise. Of those admitted on Saturday night, 6 remain critically ill in intensive care. Patience Carter is one of the 27 listed as stable. She's written a poem about her survival.
The guilt of feeling grateful to be alive is heavy. Wanting to smile about surviving, but not sure if the people around you are ready. As the world mourns the victims killed and viciously slain, I feel guilty about screaming about my legs in pain.